So with crypto, it's like everything else in the world.
Yeah.
A lot of things, history doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it typically rhymes pretty well. Right?
Yeah,
That's how the
yeah.
world is. If you look at the equities market, the world cycles, the economy, like things repeat themselves. In crypto, it's funny, created on an election year. Think about this.
2008.
Yeah, so think about how all this works.
So you're in love with crypto.
Crypto, stocks, real estate, all of it. I love finance. I love money. I
Yeah,
love
but I
investing.
feel like you've dived a little bit more deeper
Yeah, I'm
into
deep
crypto.
into crypto. Yeah, for sure.
What do you think the future of crypto is?
Yeah,
Let's
so
talk about. So we've been, because remember you told me literally the exact month where it's gonna bottom out.
yeah.
And you know what's funny, bro? I'll tell you a quick story. I was in the Middle East and I was sitting down with this, with this business guy, and I was acting like I'm the expert, right? Although I just listened to Anthony. I'm like, listen, bro, I can promise you one thing: we're gonna bottom out exactly this month.
So November
And I didn't
2022.
even, and I completely forgot about
Yeah.
it. So in November, he messages me. He's like, "Yo, you are a motherfucker. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you." Yeah, that's my own knowledge, brother. Although Anthony told me.
Yeah, so with crypto, it's like everything else in the world. A
Yeah.
lot of things, history doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it typically rhymes pretty
Yeah.
well. Right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how the
yeah.
world is. If you look at the equities market, the world cycles, the economy, like things repeat themselves. In crypto, it's funny, created on an election year. Think about this.
2008.
Yeah, so think about how all this works. Election year is typically a great year for financial markets
Right.
because if you don't have a good year, you're not getting reelected.
Ah,
So that's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's in play. Bitcoin set up with a 4-year cycle where the supply gets cut in half every 4 years on the daily production of it. Of course, max supply 21 million, but new Bitcoin come into the world each and every day. And
Yeah.
right now, there's currently 900 Bitcoin that come into the world daily.
Okay.
And marching-
Mining's what?
Yes,
like,
mining.
Yeah.
So it's basically running supercomputers that help
Yeah.
validate transactions in the blockchain. Used to be a retail game where you could just hit a little button on your regular computer,
Crazy.
but now it's a big business, right? A multi-billion-dollar business. But that supply shock happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
So coming up next March, it goes from 900 a day to 450 a day.
Oh, okay.
And guess what happens? That's a supply crunch because there's less
Yeah.
Bitcoin ever coming into the world,
Yeah.
and you're getting closer and closer to that 21 million number. Okay?
Okay.
And Bitcoin specifically is the only asset in the world that we know the exact amount.
Okay.
Okay, like gold and silver, we kind of look at those commodities as
Yeah.
limited supply, right?
Of course.
But we truly don't know.
Yeah, we should know
You
the
know,
actual
like
numbers.
people like Elon and stuff say, "Oh, we're gonna go to space and find a bunch of gold."
yeah,
You don't
for
know,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know. They've always been like a store value, and that's kind of what Bitcoin is. It's just a
Yeah.
new form of a store value, in my opinion. But you actually have that finite number, that exact
the
number
exact
that you
number.
know, and that's unique because when it comes to centralized currencies, fiat currencies like the
Yeah.
dollar, the euro, the pound, the peso, the yen, whatever the case may be, we know they just print.
Yeah.
So your money's always depreciating over time.
Mm.
And historically, the U.S. dollar depreciates 4 to 5%.
Every
People
year?
could argue
Yeah.
exactly, but 4 to 5% over the last
4%.
50 years.
Okay.
So let's just say, 100 grand in the bank this year is worth 95 next year.
Crazy.
You lost 5 grand doing
I
nothing.
think like 5Gs. Yeah.
That's how it works. So one thing that you'll always remember, you'll remember this one. Your dollar is the most valuable to spend the day you get paid.
nice.
So literally, the day you get paid from your job, that is the most value your dollar will ever have.
That's crazy.
Isn't that kind of crazy?